Hello everyone, I'm DW and welcome back to Orcs Must Die. Today we are doing an alternative take on the killing fields. I was going to do one for the bridge, but after messing around and experimenting on that level a bit, it's just not very interesting. You can solve the killing fields in way more interesting ways than you can the bridge. And the way I'll be showing you today is, well, you can see my score there. It's pretty effective. It's very effective. Some might even say it's the best way to solve the bridge, or rather the killing fields. I don't know about that. But it's... Honestly, this is one of my favorite levels. I'm really surprised it does not appear in the Orcs Must Die 2 Classic mode, unfortunately. So, we are going to open our weavers. Of course, we're going to go with the Steel Weaver.
It's about to get dark in here.
We're going to look at the ceiling a bit. Then we'll take a look here at our spell book.
An interesting
There we go.
choice.
We're going to take a pretty standard loadout. We don't really have to worry about too much in terms of enemies here. I don't think we will ever even notice any of the fire ogres.
So, the orcs are dancing to
The
the
kobolds, or rather the exploding kobolds, the sappers are going to be a bit of a problem with the way we are going to set up our barricades. Every now and again, on the mini-map, you'll see little yellow indicators. Fortunately, they're not going to be such a problem that we actually have to worry too much about them, but they'll be there. So our main kill box is going to be right in this hallway right here. We are going to start off by getting a single swinging mace there and an archer down there. Eventually, of course, we will get swinging maces on either side and more archers. You can see here how the swinging mace doesn't really, graphically, it's not correct, but oh well. So, let's begin. Now we can run up here to deal with these guys here, and we could use this boiling oil, but of course they'll run right around it, so if you actually want to use that effectively, you have to make a ridiculous barricade setup that's not conducive to this solution.
They're in the West Hall.
You can pretty much just hang back here and wait for them to come to us. Now we are going to set down our lightning cloud and just try and get as many headshots as we can. You can also just use the Ring of Lightning's default attack to carve through those guys, but you're probably already familiar with that tactic. Alright, now we have enough money, so we're going to get another swinging mace set up, and we can get our second archer. Now I wanted to get the swinging mace set up on the right-hand side because they're going to be coming out of the right-hand door, so it seemed to make sense to me. As usual, these first two waves are nothing too major, just some orcs. We can kind of run over to the side here to get a look at things, but we can't really see too much through that little window there, through that little archway. See, we already got a ×4, and you're gonna see some really high multipliers. I think the highest I get here is a ×8, maybe a ×9. I think the highest possible in the first game is a ×11. I might be wrong about that. It's been a couple months since I've actually looked at the documents for it. So this wave is when we start to get runners. As always, runners can be a problem. Fortunately, they don't cause too much trouble here. I also want to get some money so that I can buy that death augmentator so that we can get more money, but we'll get that soon. Unfortunately, the swinging maces do not swing low enough to hit the kobolds, but that's alright.
Know what you want.
Now we just have more orcs coming in. Oh, we have crossbowmen. Crossbowmen are, of course, always a pain, but they're okay. Now after this wave, we'll start getting our 4 traps in and our 4 grinders set up. So we're going to start off by getting some tar right there. Then we are going to get a checkerboard pattern of brimstone, and we'll end it with a single grinder. Probably should have spent that money on some archers or maybe a burning pitch upgrade, but it'll do. It'll do just fine. Eventually, of course, we'll get some floor scorchers set up at the back of the kill box. Now we have some gnolls coming in, but we know how to deal with gnolls.
Let's talk. More orcs, please.
You also might have noticed on the minimap we're starting to get those yellow explosion indicators that mean that we have some sappers hitting our barricades. Unfortunately, in this game, you don't get the sapper indication sound, which in the second game you get this great sort of like bomb dropping sound whenever a sapper comes out of a gate. So we know if they're coming, but not in this one. Might as well finish off our floor here. Probably should have spent that money buying a second grinder instead of tar, but we'll have the money for the grinders after this wave. Here you see I'm lamenting not having placed that grinder down, but whatever. Now you really want to make sure that you can get that lightning cloud like right in the center of the kill box. There's been times when I've placed it a little too far out, and I think that I could have gotten a much better score if I had managed that a little bit better. It also wouldn't have been a bad idea if I could somehow bring a mono well with me, but don't think we quite have that.
Until later, I suppose.
Don't think we quite would have room for it. There we go. We got our second pair of archers up. We're only gonna get 6 archers up for this level. I've done this previously where I had like a ton of archers, but you really only need the 6. Got more gnolls coming in. Look at that. Times 5, times 6. Oh, and just a times 3.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
And then we have our third break here, or second break rather, so we might as well buy everything that we need. I think that's all the Weaver upgrades we're gonna get. And all we just need is 2 more archers, and we'll have a complete kill box. We'll be totally fine for the rest of the level. See, we're only on wave 7. And yeah, that is actually our complete kill box. We can pretty much just hang back and, well, we still have to be really active because we have to be placing down lightning and we have to be freezing gnolls and ogres, but yeah, we'll be fine. We're even getting times 3 on kobolds. So that's nice, because kobolds are notoriously difficult to get decent multipliers on. A bit of an observation on the sappers on this level. Fortunately, they come in very small numbers, and when one explodes, it seems to chain explode the other one, so you're only usually getting one hitting your barricade at a time, which means you don't really have to worry too much about them. If I were to do this level over again, I might put a like double layer of barricades down there, but it's not really something we have to worry about just yet. I mean, it's not going to come back and bite us in the ass ever. Why would it do that? The only thing that's a little bit annoying about this strategy is that it does take some time. There is a lot of waiting around for enemies to come to your kill box. But once they're there, you get to have a lot of fun. Oh, there we have our first Flame Ogre. Well, I bet we really have to worry about them, right? No. In fact, we got ×7 on him, so, you know. Flame Ogres are no problem, even with all the fire that we have in our kill box. And right now, I'm just sort of randomly shooting in there, hoping to get headshots. I probably could have lined them up a bit better, but whatever. More gnolls. Ooh, ×8. Nice. You know, like I said in the very early on in the LP, I really don't try to care about score too much, but on this level in particular, it's just a lot of fun. This solution is, I don't know, I think it's a lot of fun. You know, it's not a particularly complex kill box, but it gets the job done, and it does a really good job of it. If we got this last break here, I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're just gonna press G right away, because we don't have to worry about anything anymore. I debated maybe getting some additional floor scorchers, but nah, we don't need them. Can't really even tell what's going on in there, can you? I think it's just orcs and crossbows, but maybe there were other enemies? I don't know. Oh, there we have a sapper coming down. Oh, he's gone now. Yeah, so I probably could have done a lot better at planning when sappers were coming and sort of reacting to them a little bit, but as I said earlier, it's not really that big of a deal. Now, if this was the second game, it would have been a bit more of a problem, but we have ways to deal with sappers in the second game that are a little bit easier to set up than they are in this game. I think you can technically use the exact same solution, but which is basically to put like a barricade somewhere and then put a grinder in front of it, like a couple blocks away, so that they'll sort of all go into the grinder. I don't think that works in this game. I do not remember. We got more gnolls. This level certainly does love its gnolls. Yep. ×7 and another ×8. Nice. Oh, and we have our first armored ogre, but this is the final wave, so we have a couple of armored ogres to deal with. And wait, what was that? Oh no, our barricades got knocked down. How did that happen? I should have prepared better. No, it's fine. It's really unfortunate that this happened, but like, it's not like it's really not that big of a deal because we had like what 6 guys get through and an armored ogre, and look, we win. It would have been nice to have them go through the kill box, but it's fine. Let's see, how did we do score-wise? We did pretty damn good. What's our rank? Let's check. Oh, it's 836. Yeah, that's pretty good rank. Pretty good rank. Yeah. Alright, I've been DW. Thank you for watching.